It's time for another amazing eBay comic haul. Hey everyone, it's vmcampos, comic fan. So I went on an eBay buying haul spree recently. Alright, this is Starstream. So this book is from the 70s. I wanted to pick it up because it had an early appearance of the Thing Who Goes There. It was the original version, the original title of The Thing. You know it as John Carpenter's The Thing. There was also The Thing from Another World in the 50s, science fiction, and then of course The Thing prequel in the 2000s. So this is an early comic book adaptation of that classic science fiction story. Let's take a quick look inside to see how the art and stuff is. So, classic brown newsprint. Okay, so it's copyright 1976, Starstream #1. We've got Dominus by Bailey, The Last Guinea Pig by Holly, Who Goes There by Campbell, the original un-Hollywoodized version of the story in which the classic horror movie The Thing was based, Rabbits to the Moon by Banks, the music of Minox by Goldsmith, and Shaka by Oliver. Roger Elwood, editor, and cover painting by Richard Powers. So it's classic 70s sci-fi art. The hill, look, it's beyond belief. So yeah, there's this story here. I don't want to give away any spoilers for the story if you ever want to read it yourself. So let me jump over to The Last Guinea Pig. Let me jump over to Who Goes There, page 24. That's fun because these pages are not numbered. Where is page 24? I guess. Here we go. Who Goes There? So this is it. This is the very first comic book adaptation of The Thing. And this is the reason I bought this comic. It was just a couple bucks. And it's kind of a cool little thing for the personal collection. Next, we've got another package, this one coming from Los Angeles, California, my own state. All right, very well packaged. We have Alpha Flight number 106, the classic story of North Star as you've never known him before. So the historical significance here is this is the first appearance of Marvel's very first gay character. With asterisk, of course, there have been hints of homosexuality in different Marvel comics throughout the years, usually very negative. But here we have a main character, North Star, as part of a superhero team, Alpha Flight, which if you don't know is a Canadian superhero team. And he came out in this issue. Let's browse it for a moment. I never had this book back in the day, but I remember all the hubbub about it, that it appeared in the news and everything. It was a big thing way back in 1992. The Walking Wounded is the name. So classic 90s art. There's, what's that guy's name again? I'm kind of seeing that the book is not in great condition. There's a lot of really bad folding or warping, that is, in the pages. Look at that. This is not in a good condition. I'm going to need to contact the seller on eBay because I was expecting this to be a mint book, but it is completely, every page is completely warped. That's disappointing. Well, this has never been a high-value book. It's more interesting historically and such, culturally, but it never really has a high value. So, I wonder what the page is. Oh, here we go. Alpha Flight's North Star proclaims homosexuality. there it is. There's the famous page where a Marvel character comes out. Alpha Flight number 106. Let's check out the next one. This one is from Purcell, Missouri. Second printing of the same comic. Again, it was for the personal collection. Both of them at a very good price. Second printing. And this one does seem to be in mint condition. Now, does it say, oh yeah, it says right down here, second printing, so blue logo, and then also second printing in the indicia. Major Maple Leaf. So this was in much better condition, and compared to the other one, there's a Marvel Flashback pinup. Anyway, so that was Alpha Flight number 106, second printing. Next up, we've got a much thicker box here, and this is from McKinney, Texas. So I picked this up because this is the very first published work of famed artist Alex Ross. He was published by Now Comics in the early 90s, late 80s, and this is his first series. Now, there's a little bit of corner bending right there. So this is issue 5 of 5, 4 of 5, 3 of 5, 2 of 5, and 1 of 5. I also see some little bit of grime on the cover here. So all of these appear to be newsstand editions, maybe except for this one without the UPC. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the UPC, so I believe at least these for a newsstand. I gotta do some more research on number 5. But let's see here. So number 1 of 5 from March. What's the date on this again? And it's fully painted, okay, around 1989. So Ron Fortier, writer, Alexander Ross, illustrator and cover artist, Patrick Williams, letterer, Catherine Llewellyn, editor, Michael March, art director, and Tony Caputo, editor-in-chief. So fully painted, amazing work, even from the get-go. The newsprint is seems it's like kind of cheap quality newsprint, which is a shame because his art is quite amazing. So this is more Terminator stories, and again, I won't spoil the story too much, but female Terminator before Terminator 3, years before that. This cover, I love this one, NIL8. This is a takeoff on the classic Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator cover, but with the female Terminator, the Terminatrix, if you will. I am Skynet. And so we've got, it's a woman. It's the female Terminator, and she is not to be trifled with. Pretty badass. Spikes on the belt. And kissing him, and he's crying and bleeding and dying. So badass. Look at that. Amazing. So that's number 2. Cover looks really nice. Then we got number 3 of 5. This one's also got a little bit of imperfection at the top. All of these Terminators are ready to come and get us in the year 1989. Yeah, man. Beautiful Alex Ross art. It's just a shame it's on this crappy paper. Imagine this being printed on modern printing processes, which I believe this book was remastered and republished in better art. Oh man, the cover of this one is even worse. I can see like some spots where people were writing something and then that was on top of this cover, and I see the indentation. But here we've got the Terminator, a bunch of skulls, endoskeleton, and I think it all takes place in the future. And then the last one, fun fact, there is a hidden message here. Now wait a minute, I gotta check if this is okay. Yeah, that's supposed to be part of it, I guess. I hope no one wrote there. But anyway, there's a hidden message right here in the cover of this comic. So you see how we've got the Terminator speak on the edges, just like we've got it on number 1. Well, if you look at it right here, we see 95 PP6 WONXIMO blah blah blah. Check it out right here. Backwards. Let's run it through the analyzer. NOWCOMIXBLOZ. Now Comics blows. Alex Ross was quite upset with his treatment at Now Comics, that by the end of the series here, he had put in this secret message on the cover telling him exactly how he felt about the publisher. Now Comics went extinct a long time ago, at least 25 years ago, and I don't think it was due to Mr. Ross's secret message here. I wonder what the full details of what happened was. So then issue number 5, and again, I won't spoil it, you go check it out yourself. So this is one of the things I got recently. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 of Terminator: The Burning Earth. And lastly, I bought then here a huge box of Lifesaver gummies. Just kidding, it's got just the box. But this is from Webster, New York. Again, not quite comic book related, but let's check this one out. It's the Star Wars Trilogy original soundtrack anthology 4 CD set. I remember seeing this in the stores back when it debuted. I'll check the copyright on that in a moment, and wanting it so badly, but I couldn't afford it because I was so broke. Copyright 1993. So before the special editions, this was put out. The original trilogy soundtrack. And I remember seeing this. Where did I see it? I saw it at where? The Warehouse. Do you remember the Warehouse stores in the US? And it's got CDs. What else? We've got a booklet with a lot of info. I'll go through that in a moment. Then the actual CD, Star Wars Trilogy 1, the original soundtrack anthology, original Ralph McQuarrie art on that, the very first Star Wars poster. Now, is it my imagination or do I see something in the darkness there? Yeah, that's interesting. It's very, very, oh, there it is. It's black on black. How much more black can it be? The answer is none. None more black. Okay, so that's for episode 4. And we've got episode 2, or The Empire, but what episode 2, episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. We've got some original, some more original Ralph McQuarrie art. There's the Tauntaun. And it's basically the full symphonic score of each of the original films. And we've got Return of the Jedi. It's really interesting that it's black on black. You can barely see it in my video. And here we've got Jabba's Sand Skiff. Original Ewok Celebration and Finale. Oh, this is the only place you can hear Yub-Nub again. And lastly, what's this one? Outtakes and previously unreleased music from all of the movies. So the Fanfare, CinemaScope extension, main title alternate, Departure of Boba Fett, and credits Ewok Celebration film version, Nice. These are previously unreleased. So very cool. And then the book here is a bunch of production photos. Ooh, classic. What's on each disc. Original art. Commentaries. Photos, very nice. Original drawing of Yoda. George Lucas and John Williams. There it is, my eBay comic haul.